In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enable API access in Roblox Studio. By the end, you'll know exactly where the setting lives, why it matters, and how to turn it on safely for your project. This option is often needed when you're testing features in Studio that rely on Roblox services like data store, memory store, or messaging service, and it allows Studio to talk to those services while you run your game locally. First, open Roblox Studio. Once Studio is up, open the project you want to work on. If you see a recent place on your start screen, select it. Otherwise, browse to the place file you want. The setting we're after is stored with your game, so make sure you're editing the correct experience. Next, confirm the game is published to Roblox. If it isn't, go to File and select Publish to Roblox. Publishing creates an entry on Roblox for your experience, which is required before game-level settings can be changed. If your game is already published, you're good to move on. With your project open, click File, then choose Game Settings. A window will appear with several categories. Select Security. This is where Roblox keeps options that control how your game interacts with services and the outside world. Find the option labeled Enable Studio Access to API Services. Turn this on. Enabling it allows your studio session to make API calls to Roblox services during playtesting. That means, for example, your scripts can read and write data store entries while you test in Studio, which is essential for simulating real gameplay behavior. After switching it on, click Save to apply the change. The settings window will close, and your project will now allow API access from Studio. If you don't see the Security tab or the toggle, double-check that the game is published and that you have the necessary permissions on the experience. A few quick tips before we wrap up. This setting applies per game, so you'll need to enable it for each project where you want Studio to access services. If you encounter errors like requests being denied or data not saving during testing, revisit this setting to make sure it's still enabled. Because this allows Studio to write to live services, consider testing in a separate place or a development version of your game to avoid affecting production data. And remember, saving your settings doesn't republish the entire game. It just updates the configuration attached to it. That's it. You've enabled API access in Roblox Studio, and you're ready to test features that rely on Roblox services with confidence.